In IBC 2006, section 903.2.9, the section required building classified as enclosed parking garages to be sprinklered regardless of the size of the fire area. So while enclosed parking garages, which are Group S2 low hazard storage occupancies, were required to be sprinklered in IBC 2006, Group S1, which are moderate hazard storage occupancies, were required to be sprinklered if the fire area exceeded 12,000 square feet. So a change was made to address the inconsistency of a more restrictive sprinkler requirement for a less hazardous occupancy. Let's see what the change is by searching for Group S2 sprinkler. Now you see the MatCat on your screens again, and we've searched Group S2 sprinkler, and I see 3 matches for the International Building Code. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go to Chapter 9, which is highlighted. And I see that Section 903 has a match too, so I'm going to select that. And now going down to 903.2.10, Group S2 enclosed parking spaces, we see that a threshold has been added for Group S2 enclosed parking garages. So now a sprinkler is required where the fire area of the enclosed parking garage exceeds 12,000 square feet. The other requirement to provide sprinklers when the garage is located beneath other groups with an exception to R3 occupancy has not changed. That remains the same. So let's go back to our presentation for a summary. In IBC 2009, if enclosed parking garage is not located beneath other groups, and if the fire area is less than 12,000 square feet, sprinklers are not required. Continuing on to the fourth change, we're going to look into balconies and decks. IBC 2006 required sprinkler protection to be provided for exterior balconies, decks, and ground floor patios or dwelling units where the building is of type 5 construction. A concern with this requirement was in conditions where balconies, decks, and patios did not have a roof above, because sprinklers will not operate properly without a roof to collect the heat and activate the system. So a change was made to protect the reliability of the sprinkler system as a whole. To find what the change is, we're going to search for type 5 for type 5 construction and the keyword sprinkler. Again, I'm going to click on the automated hyperlink here. And here I see the IBC with 12 matches. And again, within the table of contents, I'm going to go to the secondary option, search view option, view all 12 matches on the top right here. And seeing all the results together, I again see the top match, sprinkler systems, and I see type 5 construction information is given. So let's go ahead and click on the top match. And let's scroll down to find exterior balconies and type 5 construction. So I'm going to go to 903.3.1.2.1. And here we basically read the same thing. Sprinkler protection shall be provided where the building is of type 5 protection. But there is a new text added which says provided there is a roof or deck above. So this time the code requires that sprinklers should only be provided when there is a roof or deck above on the exterior balconies, decks, and patios. So let's go back to our presentation again. for the summary. So in IBC 2009, for Type 5 construction, sprinkler protection must be provided only when there is a roof or deck above the exterior balcony, deck, or ground floor patio of a dwelling unit. Now that we've completed the fourth change, we're going to continue to change number 5, fire alarm and detection systems. Now there was significant change in section 907, which establishes the requirements for fire alarm and detection systems. So we have a small overview. Basically, the section 907 was revised and reorganized to improve the usability of the code, to apply proper use of terminology, and to address changes in NFPA 72 National Fire Alarm Code from the 2002 edition to the 2007 edition. Of course, we don't have time to go into all of the changes in this section because there's a lot of reorganization and terminology changes. We're going to look at one of the changes that addresses a change in NFPA 72. Now, in IBC 2006, the maximum sound pressure level for audible alarm notification appliances was 120 decibels. And according to the American Speech Language Hearing Association, 120 decibels is a painful noise level. And in order to reduce the risk of noise-induced hearing loss, a change was made to the code in accordance with the change that was in NFPA 72. So let's look at what the change is by searching fire alarm and sound level keywords. I have the IBC 2009 on my screen with 7 matches. Let's go into it. And let's go to Chapter 9, Fire Protection Systems. And I see Section 907, Fire Alarm and Detection Systems has a match. So let's continue on to it. And scrolling down to 907.5.2.1.2, I read that the maximum sound pressure level for audible alarm notification appliances shall be 110 decibels at the minimum hearing distance from the audible appliance. So the maximum sound pressure level has been reduced from 120 to 110 decibels. In summary, in IBC 2009, the maximum pressure level has been reduced from the painful level of 120 decibels to the lower 110 decibel level, which I believe is listed as just high sound level according to the. Now let's continue on to the 6th change, Fire Command Center. Now the Fire Command Center is the principal location where fire alarm and detection systems are displayed and are manually controlled. And in IBC 2006, the Fire Command Center was required to be a minimum of 96 square feet with a minimum dimension of 8 feet. And in order to provide added workspace for emergency responders, a change was made to the Fire Command Center size requirement. And let's go to the code to see what the new requirement is. I've searched the Fire Command Center keywords together with size. So let's look at IBC 2009. And again, I'm going to go to Chapter 9, Fire Protection Systems. And looking at the highlighted sections, I can immediately see in Section 911, Fire Command Center. I'm going to select that one. And in Section 911.1.3, I read that the room shall be a minimum of 200 square feet with a minimum dimension of 10 feet. So I can see the change was made and the size was increased in order to provide added workspace for emergency responders. So in summary, according to IBC 2009, the Fire Command Center must be minimum 200 square feet and the minimum dimension shall be 10 feet. Well, we have now completed the review of the 6 changes. I would like to thank everyone for their time. I hope you enjoyed the webinar. We would truly appreciate your feedback if you have the time to send this to us. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thank you and have a great day.